So this is going to sound really weird, but autistic people can sometimes be a narcissist's worst nightmare.
As somebody on the autism spectrum, and other people on the autism spectrum have been stitching this video and saying the same thing, autistic people also tend to have a very strong narcissism radar. I feel like it's almost a universal experience for autistic people with low support needs to end up becoming friends with a narcissist at some point during like middle school or high school, puberty time, when people are really figuring out how to be selfish dickwads. And becoming friends with those people, and then because the narcissist and the autistic person are likely to be the people with the fewest friends in the room, so they just end up bonding over that. Once I hit college and started to get more experience, it started to become really easy to avoid narcissists because I could spot them like the plague, because they do this thing that no other group really does. Neurotypicals, when they are in a normal social interaction, they will make a consistent amount of eye contact. Usually if they're having a good conversation, around 80% of the time they'll be making eye contact with people, and around 20% of the time they will be looking away somewhere else. Narcissists do this weird thing where they look at people without making eye contact with them. Not in the way that an autistic person avoids eye contact. The narcissistic person mimics eye contact by looking at somebody's body without actually looking them directly in the eyes. Unlike autistic people who will usually just be breaking eye contact just because it makes them uncomfortable, narcissists just won't settle on eye contact, but they'll always be trying to look like they're making eye contact. It's super weird. The best way I can kind of describe it if you watch it in action is like the narcissist is looking through the person instead of at them. Like they're looking at their arm and they're just trying to like stare a hole through it or something. But they'll do it very politely with like very polite, friendly body language, similar to how like a waiter would, or like a waitress at a restaurant, where they're not like doing a full eye smile and they're kind of nodding along with what you're saying, and they're trying to keep your attention because they want your attention because they think it's good for them. Everything I'm saying is from personal experience. And the people that still get me are the ones who because somebody who's like a narcissist, they don't care that much about what's going on for you until they've had like a fuck ton of therapy, right? But there are a lot of people who, they're fairly narcissistic, but they think that their narcissism is somehow helping the people around them. Like, there was one guy I knew in college who, he was like super charismatic, super friendly. He would genuinely engage with whoever he was talking to, but he had this idea that whatever his type of fun was everyone's type of fun. And a lot of the time, his type of fun was traumatizing and involved substance abuse. And so it's a different kind of modality where the person is listening to you, and they might not even be like a genuinely diagnosable narcissist. They might just like have pretty shitty beliefs, right? And so they're paying attention to you and engaging with you, but they're not listening to your preferences. They're kind of ignoring the things you want because they're pushing what they want onto you because they think it's right. And it took me an extra 2-3 years of emotional development and social development to really be able to like suss that out and figure out what that was. And it also took me like getting burned by people, especially that one guy in college.